Hello everybody, this is CK with CK's Antics. I know it has been a while for some of you since you've seen this. If you don't know who I am CK, and I started doing CK's Antics when the lovely craziness all hit. I did it for about 100 days and I took a break, and then I rebooted it right now today here on YouTube. I was doing it on my personal Facebook profile. So that is what we do. And so what do I do on CK's Antics, you're probably wondering? I just basically like to have fun. I like to share interesting and funny stories. I like to make people laugh, and I want you to enjoy your day. I want you to have something funny. I want you to smile, really. That's really basically it. I want you to smile. I want you to have something good and positive happen in your day, and hopefully I can bring you some of that joy and happiness, and hopefully a little smile or a laugh here and there. So that is pretty much what happens on CK's Antics. Today, what's up? We're gonna cover national holidays that are coming up for the week, just so you know what's happening, and then I'm also gonna cover some oh yeah, reviews. I'm gonna do some reviews today. I did some Netflix watching, and one of them, let's see, Netflix. I think they're all on Netflix. Yeah. Oh, well, no, one Disney Plus. Other than that, yeah. So you might as well get into it. Okay, everybody. So, welcome to CK's Antics. I am CK. Just in case if you missed that, that's me. I like to have fun. What do I do? Like, what do I enjoy? Clearly, I like the Baby Yoda. I've got Baby Yoda there. I've got Baby Yoda back here. I've got my Baby Yoda t-shirt on today. So, yeah. So, clearly a fan of Baby Yoda. You know what? It makes me think about it. I really need to have a countdown timer for Baby Yoda. Like to head up in like the little corner here or something. Because Baby Yoda is obviously really cool. For those of you who don't know, it's about the Mandalorian. It's on Disney Plus. It debuts, season 2 comes out on the 30th of October, which is, I do actually have a countdown on my phone, because I have a nice little app that tells me these things. And it is, give me 2 seconds here, and it'll come up. It is 1 month, 1 week, 3 days, 4 hours, 52 seconds, 52 minutes away till season 2 of The Mandalorian. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it, looking forward to it and everything like that. So I hope you are too, because we're definitely going to be talking about that as well when everything kicks off. So for those of you who are on Facebook watching this, just so you know, there is probably about a good 30 to 40 second delay right now between what is posted, what is being streamed right now on YouTube, and what is being pushed out on Facebook. So if I do see your question and it seems like it's really late in the conversation, that's okay. Don't worry about it, or any comments. I'll get to it, but that's just why. There's just a really big delay on the Facebook side of the house. But on YouTube, things are going to come across a lot quicker. So, but let's get into this, right? So first up, we're going to talk about the national holidays, because I really like national holidays. So this, I just did a screen capture real quick of everything that's happening in the upcoming week. So for me, the week starts Sunday to Saturday. So starting tomorrow, this is all the things that we're going to talk about. Now, I highlighted the ones in the box, the big purple or bluish box. Those are the ones I like. Those are the ones I'm interested in. So we'll talk about those mainly. And with that, let's see, what am I going to do here? We'll talk about those for the most part, and then we will talk about some, one of the ones I don't talk about, which is the one that's X'd out. We'll talk about that too. But I'll enlarge this a little bit so you can see it, because we'll go through these piece by piece here. So let's move this around so you can see it a little bit better. So let's talk about these right up front, these 3 that are coming up actually this tomorrow, right? Right up the bat, tomorrow we've got National Pineapple Pizza Day, okay? That's a good day. I like that day. It's a great day to talk about, because who doesn't like pizza? And actually, here's an interesting fact. So of course, they surveyed only 50 people, but of the 50 people surveyed, only 1 person said they hated pizza. Yeah, hated pizza. So you have a pretty good chance, if someone's like, if you're having a big party, trying to figure out what to have, probably pizza is the way to go, with 98% of your population probably wanting to have pizza. Also, pepperoni is the number 2 actually favorite pizza. Comes in second place to cheese. Everyone likes cheese. What? Who doesn't like cheese? Come on now. Also coming up this week and starting tomorrow, actually coming up tomorrow, is National Queso Day. Now, who doesn't like queso? We just talked about cheese, right? So yes, we cannot have, can't let that day go by. Definitely want to highlight that. As you notice, a lot of things are associated to food. The ones that I like, that's okay though. Who doesn't like food? So what else do we have? We have, okay, and then on Monday, get this, National Batman Day, right? So National Batman Day, it was kind of cool. Well, at least I think it's kind of cool. So it is actually highlighting the, hold on, I have a little note here. It's the first appearance of Batman in the comics, and he made his first appearance in 1939, in May of 1939, in the comic Detective Comic. Also on this day, which is kind of cool, I think, is that he, the Empire State Building will turn their lights glowing yellow to honor Batman on National Batman Day. So if you live in New York City, look out for that one. And what else do I got? And yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, also the whole the idea for Batman actually came from Zorro. So when the artist drew Batman, he was thinking of Zorro. Obviously, he gave him a full-on costume, and originally Batman had wings, and then the wings ended up turning into a cape. So those are kind of interesting things, right? All right, let me take a little drinky drink here. And let's get to some other ones here. Let's see, what else do I got? Some highlighted ones on the bottom. All right, let's get to Tuesday. What do I like on Tuesday? Gonna talk to Monday. I don't think I have anything else on Monday. Yeah, the other ones on Monday. Yeah, okay, fall equinox happening on Tuesday, but we really don't care about that unless you're a pumpkin spice latte. Then you can officially have pumpkin spice latte without me giving you a hard time. So next up we have National Hobbit Day. So there's a lot on Tuesday, and you can see, like, I kind of want to celebrate pretty much most of them happening on Tuesday. National Hobbit Day represents the first release of the book, The Hobbit, There and Back, which was actually published on this date, September 22nd, 19 something. What was the year? I had it here just a second ago. The Hobbit was 19. I want to say, I had it. Where'd it go? 37. There we go. 1937. So actually it's older than Batman. Can you believe that? The Hobbit is actually older than Batman. I did not know that. Just learned that right now. See, so that's what you get here. If you like trivia, hopefully some of this stuff will help you out in trivia. So yeah, so National Hobbit Day. Then we've got National Ice Cream Cone Day. Now, I'm not a big fan of ice cream. It's too cold for my teeth. I like to let it melt, so I can't really do an ice cream cone. It's hard for me to eat. But here's the cool thing, though, right? You've got, like, I like ice cream cones. Like, who doesn't, like, especially like a waffle cone? Oh, so good. I like waffle cones. And even, like, just the little wafery cone. Those are good, too. Man, and you can just, like, hear the, like, the crunch of the lightness of the waferiness of it. Yeah, now I'm hungry. Now I want an ice cream cone. Good thing DoorDash does that. So anyways, yeah, so National Ice Cream Cone Day. So that's another one we can have. We can celebrate that one. Also have National Singles Day. That's for all you single people out there, including myself. We got that coming up on Tuesday the 22nd. I don't care how you celebrate. You can celebrate any day you want, anytime, any day, anytime, any way you want. You can celebrate it by going out and having a big old party for being single. You can do whatever you want. Celebrate however you want. And then we've got National Control Day, Temperature Control Day. The reason why I like this one is because, so we're getting into this, like, fall, like, end of summer, fall period, right? Because it's officially fall on that day, on Tuesday or Monday, one of those days. But the problem is, especially if you work in the office, now granted some of us may not be honest, and even you might have this problem in the home right now, where it's just like the house, it's hard to see, do you keep your AC on, or when do you turn your heater on? Because for in the evening time frames, like here, it gets down to the 60s, which is great, and I love it. And my windows are open right now, and it's perfect. And I keep them open all through the evening. So like when I wake up in the morning, it's about 64-ish sometimes in the house, which for me is great. Some people are like, that is freezing. I don't know how you do that. I love it. It's perfect. So right now, the reason why I want to highlight this day coming up for this week is because it is, I think it's important, especially if you sit in an office where you might be like fighting over the temperature control. So it is National Temperature Control Day. So hopefully you guys can sign a peace treaty for the temperature in your office and or your home. And actually, I actually had an office that I worked in a few years ago where it was about, we had an like a small office of about 8 of us in our little room, and we actually signed a there was a little signing sheet where it's like, okay, we all recognize that we all like different temperatures. However, we at no point in time will ever change the temperature by X amount. And if you do change the temperature, you have to have like a consensus within the room. Obviously, if you're the only one in the room, that's a little bit different story. But for the most part, that worked out. We all signed it, we all agreed to it, and that for the most part made it through the day. Unless there are some people that just got really, really cold, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I am like roasting, I'm sweating. Come on, please let me turn the temperature down just a little bit. But yeah, but I digress. So the one that's crossed out, and the reason why I crossed it out, is National White Chocolate Day. I'm sorry if you like white chocolate. I do not. It is disgusting. Don't get me wrong, I like chocolate. Okay? Chocolate's good. I am a dark chocolate fan. I like dark chocolate. So please don't do the white chocolate. It's just disgusting. Dark chocolate, even milk chocolate is another one. I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how it just doesn't taste good. It's so weird for me, but milk chocolate is a no-go for me. And white chocolate is definitely a no-go for me. But dark chocolate, I'm all about it. So I am definitely not going to be celebrating National White Chocolate Day. But you can if you want to. So that certainly is up to you. Now, let's go on to, let's move on through the week here. Now we've got Wednesday. We've got National Dogs in Politics Day, which I think that is about, let me find it, like all the dogs that have been in the White House. And let me just make sure that is correct. There we go. National Dogs in Politics Day. Yeah, so basically National Dogs Politics is about all the first dogs of the United States, also known as FOTUS, First Dog of the United States. Didn't know that acronym until just now, so FDOTUS, First Dog of the United States, very similar to POTUS, President of the United States. Yes, then we got First Dog of the United States. Similarly, First Lady, like the FOTUS. So that would mean the FOCATUS if they had a cat. Actually, I'm curious to know if any of our presidents did have a cat. That's a good question. Good question. I will have to figure that one out. But, so, yes, in 1952, the dog changed the course of the presidential election. What? Yes, apparently it did. National Dog in Politics Day not only marks this occasion, but it commemorates the Americans' greatest political pooches. So basically on this day, on September 23rd, on which this day is celebrated, 1952, Richard Nixon used television to speak directly to 60 million viewers, and it was dubbed the Checkers speech, in which his dog obviously it looks like it made a debut, yes, by alluding to his children and the family dog, a black and white Cocker Spaniel named Checkers. So yeah, so the dog made a debut on Nixon's televised speech directly to 60 million viewers on this day in 1952. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, so those are your dogs in history and the first dogs of the United States. And other things that I do want to celebrate on this lovely, lovely day we have, or on this, when we look at the national holidays, we have, again, Red Hair, or Redhead Appreciation Day. I do have a couple friends that are redheaded, and so I definitely want to make sure I appreciate them on their special day. I'm sure you do too, have those special friends. Also, moving on here, we've got National Comic Book Day coming up this week on Friday. A lot of you might be comic fans. I never, I grew up reading a couple comics. I don't think I ever collected comics. I don't believe I did. I'm not even sure if I even owned comics. I may have for a little bit, but it's nothing I really got into. I was more into the action figures than the comic books, if anything. So, but it is National Comic Book Day, and I know I have many fans, many friends that enjoy their comic books. So that's for you there. And then we've got, this is another one, National Bunny Day. I like this one, just because it's a bunny. Like, who can't get behind a bunny, right? Even though I'm a little confused, I think National Bunny Day I thought would be closer to Easter, but it's okay. But it is National Bunny Day, so hopefully you enjoy National Bunny Day coming up here on next week on Saturday. And let's go. Let's see what else we got next Saturday. We got a couple more things. We got National Dumpling Day. I love dumplings. Those are always good. National Hunting and Fishing Day. I will definitely appreciate this day next year because I'll get to be with my dad next year to celebrate this special day. And we love to hunt and fish. That's something I grew up doing. I enjoy doing it. And I'm looking forward to getting back into it. And then finally, the last thing I want to celebrate coming up this coming week is National Pancake Day. Ugh, there's nothing better than a nice fluffy pancake, especially on a Saturday morning when it's relaxing. You sit down, maybe you watch, well, I grew up watching, Saturday morning cartoons, but I don't know what's on in the morning anymore for kids. So yes, so those are all your lovely, lovely things that you can celebrate today. So what else does that mean? That also means that we have a couple more. Let's see, what else did I want to highlight here? And let's see. Oh, here, let me go back to, oh yeah, we're going to go to reviews next. So we're going to hit reviews next. We'll get to that one. And then we can talk about, just reviews. That's the next thing. That's the next thing up on the docket is the reviews. So let's hold on. Let me just kind of reframe that a little bit quick. We'll get to this one real quick. So those were all the holidays that we covered. Don't worry. I will post on my personal Facebook page. I will post on the Facebook page these holidays as they come up, just so you're celebrating them and you know what to celebrate on those special days. And then we will get to talk about our reviews. So that's what's coming up next. Let's talk reviews. So the reviews I want to talk about today are 4 of them. I want to talk about Mulan. I'm going to talk about Chef's Table BBQ, the Project Power, and then Cobra Kai. So first up, we're going to talk Mulan, okay? So Mulan it's on Disney Plus. So if you don't have Disney Plus, you'll have to subscribe to Disney Plus, and then you'll have to pay an additional $30. Or if you don't want to pay the $30 and you're like, I think I can wait, go ahead and wait. It finally gets released fully out to the rest of any Disney Plus subscribers without cost. I believe it's the 4th or the 5th of December. So if you want to wait, or you think you can wait, definitely do it. But honestly, $30, especially if you have kids, totally, totally worth it. Like, it's so worth it because if you consider like what it would cost for you to take you and your family, or you and friends, or whatever, you and your kids, even just you and your significant other, to a movie regular dams, it's probably going to cost you $30. By the time you get your tickets and you get your concessions, you're going to spend about $30. And the nice thing about this one is on Disney Plus is it's unlike anything else where you pay to stream something. You actually get to keep it forever. It's on yours. It's yours forever as long as you are Disney Plus subscribers. So you pay $30. It's not like the minute you watch it, you only have 48 hours more to watch it. You have it. It is now officially in your queue. It is yours. So might as well stick with it, right? I think so. Anyways, the other one about this one is I've watched it twice already, and after the second time I watched it, I went back and watched the original animated version just to see what changed, what they kept, and stuff like that. And honestly, hands down, I would say I prefer this way more than I do the animated version one. Don't get me wrong, I loved Eddie Murphy as the little dragon, but this is such an empowering film for young ladies, girls, and all that stuff. It is really cool. I liked how they made her out from the very beginning. Because on this one, it opens up with her as a small child, whereas in the animated version, she's already grown up. So, and all that stuff. And in addition to, she actually has a sister in this one, where she didn't have any siblings in the other one. And I also there's no dragon, and the other thing I like about this is there's no singing. Oh my goodness, thank God, no singing. It's perfect. It's action. It's some really good kind of little comedy kind of stuff, some good one-liners in there, but lots of action and just very empowering for women. And I thought it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. So in lieu, if you're wondering, well, who's a dragon? Basically, that's the phoenix that you see, the rising phoenix that you've probably seen on the previews. Basically, that's what replaces the dragon in this case. But there's no interaction between her and voice type interaction with her and the phoenix. But it's really, really good. I definitely recommend it. I think it's well worth your $30 to go ahead and go purchase it, because it's worth it. So definitely go buy that one. $30. If you've got Disney Plus, just do it. It's totally worth it. Okay, so next we're going to talk about, what are we going to talk about next? Project Power. So Project Power is on Netflix. It's a movie. Right there, so it shows you about almost 2 hours. I guess I went in expecting something different. I thought it was supposed to be more like a superhero type movie, and it's more of kind of, well, I don't want to give that away because I said no spoilers. So, but it wasn't really so much that. So basically, what happens is it kind of opens up with, having people get these weird powers. And it's based off this little pill that you take. And everyone's different. Some people, if you take the pill, like, you basically implode. And some people, however it mixes with your, basically, DNA makeup, you gain these special powers for about 5 minutes. You gain these special powers. Sometimes they're invisibility. Sometimes they're, you're like a big fireball, all those kind of things. So you can gain these powers, but it's only for 5 minutes, and after that it goes away. And so obviously some people use them for good, some people use them for evil, and then, here comes, you kind of see people kind of dealing them and trying to figure out what's going on. You see some kind of sneaky kind of government stuff kind of happening behind the scenes, and so it's more of a trying to stop, I guess, some bad guys than really, having a superpower, like, good side versus superpower bad side, if that makes sense. I personally think it would have been better as a series. I think it could have gone really well as a series, but they didn't do it that way. They did a movie. It was worth it, though. It was 2 hours. It was very entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. Obviously, you can't go wrong with the cast. It was a really good cast, but overall, so I would say 3 stars. I give it 3 stars, maybe 3.5. 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars out of 5. Definitely watch it, though. If you're looking for something to do on Netflix, that's something worth watching on Netflix. And next we've got Chef's Table BBQ. Okay. If you like cooking shows, if you have Netflix, I don't know if you've ever watched Chef's Table. Chef's Table is amazing. I love Chef's Table. Their whole entire series, and it's like a document. They cover these various chefs from around the world. They started Chef's Table, gosh, I would probably say it seems like probably 4 years ago. They started the original Chef's Table, and I've just been hooked ever since then. And they just cover, for about 6 or so different chefs, and they just kind of document their life. They kind of tell you their life story, how they got to where they are, why they cook the way they do, and just their techniques and stuff behind it. And this one is specifically on barbecue. Now, I'm not all the way through the whole entire season, but I've finished 2 or 3 episodes, and I really, really enjoy it. Especially if you like cooking, or you're just amazed at what people can do with food. I think this is very much like, it's like an artist, right? I mean, anyone can barbecue, right? Anyone can barbecue, but the amount of work and the detail that goes into what these guys do, folks do, is just amazing. Especially the very first one up in this series covers a lady from Texas who's in her 80s, and is still getting up and doing barbecue like every single morning. Like, gets up at 2 or 3 in the morning to go and get the barbecue ready. Uses like the hot coals from the wood burning to actually do the barbecue, which is amazing. So yes, highly recommend it. Definitely go watch Chef's Table. Actually, go watch the whole entire series. The various series, Chef's Table, they're all really good. Like I said, if you like food, you'll definitely like this. But yeah, Chef's Table BBQ, definitely worth watching. Especially, you might find some good places here in the United States where you might want to go, you know what? I want to go check out some good barbecue, because honestly, the places that they're showing, I would easily, if we could easily travel, definitely hit all these up. So, definitely 5 stars or whatever for Chef's BBQ. And finally, Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai Season 1 and Season 2 are now on Netflix. From what I understand, Cobra Kai initially came out on Hulu. But for some reason, I guess it didn't get a lot of traction. I didn't even catch it on Hulu, to be honest with you. I didn't realize it was out on Netflix until people started talking about it. And I was like, hey, you know what? It's a long weekend. I can, it's a weekend or whatever it was. I might as well sit down and watch it. And I could not stop watching. I thought it was really, really good. Especially for those of you who grew up watching the Karate Kid, the original Karate Kid. Like, this is such a good series. It picks up about 40 years later. And I think they've done a really good job of kind of showing that these two still kind of have a beef with each other, but it's I think it's really good. And I think it also has a good lesson that, people can change. And it's just a matter of understanding, not jumping to conclusions for folks, but I love the cutbacks to the original movie, and how they learn and how they train. And this one especially, because you get to understand why Ralph Macchio is the way he is. Like you get that nice backstory with him, and because you kind of know a little bit with not Ralph Macchio. Why did I say Ralph Macchio? That wasn't the right one. Now I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank. Cobra Kai. Let's see if I can get these right again. See if I can get these actors right again. Not Ralph Macchio. William Zabka. That's what I meant. William Zabka. Like his character Johnny Lawrence is just like, you kind of get the backstory of him, which is really, really nice, because beforehand you never got that. You didn't really quite get that backstory. So now you're kind of getting that backstory of who he is and why he is the way he is, which I thought was really, really cool. But yeah, so definitely I highly recommend it. Like I said, if you are from a nostalgia standpoint, it brings you kind of back to being that kid watching, the Karate Kid. And the music, the soundtrack to this stuff is also great as well. Because it's that 80s. It's that 80s soundtrack that a lot of us in my age group definitely like, and we miss. We miss having that lovely 80s music. So, highly recommend it. Definitely go and watch Cobra Kai. So, those are my things that I'll highlight. Again, I am your host. I definitely want you to come back again and enjoy some of these things. Oops, that's not it. My bad. There we go. Don't forget, if you want more stuff like this, go ahead, subscribe, ring that bell. Don't forget to give me a like too if you did enjoy this. If you want more of this, come back next week. We're going to do the same thing. I'll cover what's happening in the national weeks. I'll do some more reviews. Let me know what else you want me to talk about, because I will talk about anything, especially if you've got kids right now and you're trying to dealing with school stuff. And if you just want to share your frustrations, please let me know that too, because I will be more than happy to share those things. Because I just want to let you know, I guarantee you're not alone in how you're feeling, and that there's probably someone else out there that can be like, oh my gosh, I'm the same way too. And you just might find a friend out there that can help you with some tips and tricks that they are learning as they are trying to navigate this new school year of virtual learning, homeschool learning maybe for some of you, or might be a mix of virtual and in classroom. Whatever it is, we can do that. And for reviews, I pretty much will review anything. There's a couple things that I don't like to review. Not a big scary movies, don't like it. So if you're thinking like It, Halloween, all that kind of Friday the 13th, absolutely not going to do it, won't watch it. You're not going to get a review on that, because my review is going to be a big old 0 thumbs down, not going to happen. And the other one I would say is for books. I'll review books too. I do a lot of audiobooks, and some of the things that book-wise, I'm not a big like romance type stuff, but if you're talking sci-fi, business, leadership, those kind of stuff, even history books, I definitely will give you my reviews on those. So if you want me to give you a review, let me know, and I will tell me in the comments below what you would like me to review. And I also do Amazon reviews as well, and we can talk video games. I kind of got into Fall Guys recently, and I also got into, there's another one, now I'm blanking what it is. There's another one, and I looked, oh yeah, Jackbox. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen Jackbox yet, there is a really cool, here we go. This is Jackbox. If you haven't heard Jackbox TV yet, there's a lot of folks that play this. Basically, someone is a host, and then basically that host sends you all the fancy stuff that you need to know, basically the code. You submit the code in there, and then you get to play right there on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer, and it's lots and lots of fun. It's a great way to do it, especially now in this like kind of social distancing era. This is a really good way through either Zoom or whatever to have like a game night. I think it would be a great idea. So that's one of them. I really enjoy it. So if you do Jackbox, let me know. I would love to play some Jackbox too. And I would Fall Guys. That's the other one. With that, that's all I have. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, wonderful afternoon, wonderful morning. Again, if you want to see more of this, remember, hit subscribe. Don't miss more of this kind of fun stuff. I really, really enjoy talking with all of you, and I hope I brought a smile to your day, and I'll see all of you again next week, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, everybody, have a great night. Bye-bye.